Hi there. Today I want to show you how I've been using AI in building a dashboard. The dashboard is for managing nodes. The one feature I'll be showing you today has to do with onboarding a node and the use of AI to assist with it. Before I walk you through it though, there are three components that you should keep in mind. The first is the ability to upload files for the node. This can be PDFs, spreadsheets, or images. The second component has to do with the extraction of the text from the files and then AI analyzing the text that was extracted. The third component is displaying the different data points with suggestions from AI that you can select from to populate the data points. I'll show you what that looks like next. This is the page to upload files for a new node. What I'm going to do is select the documents and then kick off the analysis for them. So here are the collateral files. That'll be the first set of documents I'll upload. And you see here you can select the different type of files for the documents. The reason for it is just to help with organizing the files in the dashboard for the node. So now what I'm going to do is upload and analyze the files. So here we get to see the progress of analyzing them. And then on the bottom here, you get to see the documents that were uploaded. All right, it looks like all the documents are done analyzing. Looks like there are 15 fields with suggestions. So let's go check those out. Here are the different data points for the node and suggestions for those fields. Looks like the borrower's name has a suggestion. Here you get to see different suggestions that were generated from AI, and you get to see the association for the file and the page where the suggestion was found. Here I'm going to select the mortgage for the borrower's name. Also, if you wanted to look at the document just to double check the suggestion, there's a link here that you can select to view the source, and the document will open that way. In this case, it was on page 1, so it opened page 1. But if it was at a different page, it'll open to that page number. So I'll select use suggestion for this one. Looks like there is suggestion for the servicer loan number. I'll skip that one because that was for the original lender. Looks like the payment amount was extracted, so I'll use that suggestion too. By the way, here the suggestion card is collapsed. You can always expand it to get more information. In this case, looks like there was only one suggestion, so you don't get to see a drop down. If there were more suggestions, you would see a drop down here, of course. And the origination date also looks like it got extracted. Let me expand it just to see more details on that. Here you get to see the area of the text that was extracted from the document. It looks correct, so I'll go ahead and use that suggestion too. Maturity date looks like it also got extracted, and there's a drop down, so there must be multiple files that mentions it. So I'll select the one from the mortgage, use suggestion there. By the way, notice that there is a percentage for the suggestion. That's the confidence level, so it's a 90%. The payment frequency, for example, is a 95% confidence. That's still pretty high. 90, 95 is pretty good. Even 80 I've seen is pretty good still. So I'll use that suggestion too for the payment frequency. Property type also looks like it got extracted. Single family. County got extracted too. State got extracted. APN got extracted also. That's good. So what I'm going to do next is just save those suggestions there and then go to uploading more documents so we can extract more data. Okay, so next what I'm going to upload is the purchase agreement. Let's do that next. And along with the purchase agreement, I'm going to also upload the BPO file. And also I'll upload the title report too. All right, so I'm going to upload and analyze next. All right, so it looks like the analysis is done. It looks like there's suggestions for 27 fields. Let's go take a look at those now. It looks like the acquisition fields have suggestions. For example, the purchase date from the purchase agreement is on here. Looks like in this case it's from page 4. And here you can see the text associated to it. So that looks good. I'll select that. By the way, also notice the color of the suggestions is yellow. That means the suggestions are new. Existing suggestions that you have already reviewed, they will be gray instead. Okay, looks like the BPO value got also extracted. Let's see the text associated to the extraction just to see if it looks good. So here it looks like as is estimated sales price 76K. So we'll use that suggestion here. The state is also extracted, but that was already selected, so we'll leave it alone. Okay, looks like that's it for the set of suggestions, so we'll save it. And what I'm gonna do up here is mark these suggestions as reviewed. That way, when I go extract the next set of suggestions, those will be the only ones that show yellow. Next, what I'm gonna do is upload the payment history for the node. Right, doing the analysis now for it. It looks like there are 9 fields that were extracted for that, so let's take a look at that next. We're gonna use this loan number since this is the one from the payment history. Looks like the UPB amount was also extracted, so we'll use that. Interest rate, we'll leave it alone since it was already extracted from the mortgage. Last payment amount, we'll use that field too. The servicer name looks like got extracted also, so we'll use that. Last payment received looks like was also extracted, so we'll use that one too. Save that, mark this as reviewed. Now let's go to the overview page. Okay, so this is the overview page. The first card is the decision summary. Here you will see exceptions or next actions that you should take on the note. For example, this note is in bankruptcy, so the next action is to review bankruptcy status. Here there are 2 exceptions flags, so you can look at the exceptions section for that to get more information. Next is the critical gaps. Here will be information that's still missing for the note. For example, property value, source. Medium in this case would be that it's not a critical field. Taxes status would be another critical gap. This is the risk and exception section. There are a couple of exceptions here. Next due date passed, bankruptcy chapter 13, of course. In here you'll also see some tips on what you should do next. Next card is the key metrics. Here you'll have quick summary of where you are in terms of your investment. The snapshot section will have fields that are relevant from a day to day. The milestones section will have a summary of its current status, any kind of workout being done for it. In this case, it's in bankruptcy. And then key dates also of when it was purchased, maturity, origination, etc. This is the AI highlight section. I will spend more time on this in a separate demo, showing how AI is putting this summary together for you. All right, that's it. Next time I want to show you how I'm using AI to build a summary section for the note. The way it does is by looking at the different events that were logged for the note. For example, if there was conversation with the attorney, you would log that. Conversations with a servicer, maybe there was a follow-up with the borrower about insurance or something. Different types of events that you will log for the note just to keep track where things are at. AI will take a look at those different events and then generate like a summary where the note has been. In case you have a team, for example, and somebody else is doing the day-to-day, at least you can have a summary of the note then. So I'll show you that next time. All right, bye.